Hey everyone, the numbers are in for Majestic Beach Resort in Panama City Beach. I'm Craig Duran with Duran Group at Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices. This is for February 2022. A couple things I want to share with you in this video. I want to go through the market a little bit, show you an overview of what's happening in the Gulfront condo market. It's extremely intense as I've seen it in 19 years. Show you a couple things about that. I want to go through some specific pricing for you in Majestic Beach so you can see what's happened in the month of February. And then also show you a couple of ideas on pricing. I think this is one of the big ones. I'm seeing consistently, in my opinion, sellers leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table right now and selling for much lower than they could be. And I'm going to give you some examples of why and how we're getting to some of that. So first of all, the supply and demand. There are very few condos right now for buyers to choose from if they want to buy something. Couple that with buyers are very interested in buying a beach condo this time of year anyway. Beach season heats up. The idea of being able to take the family to it right away, use it this beach season, rent it out right away. The closer we get to April, May, the more that emotion gets more and more intense. So those buyers are getting more and more motivated. There's not much to buy. I'm going to show you some samples of that. And it's sort of a perfect storm now because as we're hearing that this may be one of the biggest travel seasons we've seen in years because of people who've been cooped up or finally going to get out. They need vacations. All those kinds of things all play into this. We have sort of a perfect storm of demand with very low supply, which is why prices are doing what they're doing. Some samples of that, like if you look at this first column here, we're 40 to 50%. We have 40 to 50% fewer condos available for sale in just the newer buildings. I'm comparing just the 2006 builds and newer. We have 40 to 50% less condos for sale this year than we did this time last year. And last year was already tight supply. If you look at this another way, we only have 70 condos available for sale across the entire beach. But let me blow your mind a little more. 52 of those, looking over here, 52 of those units are at Shores of Panama. We'll get into why on another video, but 70 minus 52 Shores of Panama units, if you're a buyer and you don't want to be there, there are 18 units for sale. Efficiency, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom across the entire beach. You have 18 choices today. I can remember times where I could show people 18 choices for a 1 bedroom or a 3 bedroom or whatever it is they're looking for. There's 18 condos period for sale that are built since 2006. So if you want be close to Pier Park or not close to Pier Park or a certain size or whatever, you can see just how limited your choices are. To go through some pricing with you real quick in Majestic, if anything is pending or under contract, that means there's a sale pending, like it sounds. Buyer and seller have agreed there's a contract. So on a 1-1, an asking price was $329. It's under contract. Oh, sorry, that's an efficiency. Another efficiency, asking price $329. It's under contract. A 1-2, the asking price was $435. It's under contract. We've had one of the smaller 2-2s sell at $435. We've had one of the smaller 2-2s is asking $449. It's under contract. Larger 2-2s asking price $549. It's under contract. One's asking $560 and has not gone under contract yet. 3 bedroom that's closed at $569. Another 2-2 asking $575. It's under contract $576. 2 bedroom that is sold. 3 bedroom asking $589. It's under contract. Same floor plan, asking $624.9 is under contract. This is all just from February. And look at the jump in the pricing. There's a good one to point out. $589 to $624.9. We don't know the sales prices of each one yet, but those are both under contract under contract. Larger 3 bedroom closed at $630. Another one is closed at $775. Same month, same stack. Another one, $790,000 closed. Asking price $799 for another one, and a new listing that's just come out, a 4 bedroom over there in Tower 1, unique floor plan, asking price is $849. So a couple of things to keep in mind on pricing and how real estate agents are talking to sellers about pricing, and maybe how some sellers are thinking themselves about pricing. We're taught as real estate agents in our very little bit of schooling that the way to price something is to look at the recent market. We were always, forever ago, we were taught 6 months back, which would be ancient history and as fast as this market's moving. But look at 6 months, look at comparable sales and see what you can find that compares to what you're trying to price and go from there. It's easier to do condos because the floor plans are exact. But you're trying to find condition and age of appliances and all that. Find about what the average is, and maybe depending on the market, you might price it up or down a little bit. That was as sophisticated as we get. Appraisers have something like 1,000 hours or more of training, and you have to be a protege for a year or two before you're even allowed to write an appraisal. They get very granular on pricing. Real estate agents just don't. We're not taught that, and unless you've been in the market a long time, you don't understand the nuances of all this stuff. So look at this. This is one of probably 10 stories I could tell you off the top of my head. Calypso last week, I was asked to do a 1-bedroom unit over there. 450, 455, 460, 460 were the recent sales. So we have from 450 to 460,000 as the recent sales. Very recent, last 60 days. Same floor plan. The one I was asked to compare was in good condition, not great, not highly renovated or anything like that, just good. A traditional approach to pricing that might be 569, 575, or 469, 475, 479, just a little higher than 460 because the market's good. What some sellers are thinking is the same. If I could get 10,000 more, 20,000 more than the highest price, wow, I'll take it. That's amazing. Wow, 25,000 more. Wow, that would be amazing, right? We put it out at 525 and got a contract before it even got to the market. What is that? 460, 40, 65,000 more. We did one in Hidden Dunes. The recent sales had been 850,000, sold for 900,000. Calypso, again, on the other side, 539. Recent sale was 500 contract. Most extreme one, 1.3 million. Recent sale, 900,000. If you don't have a good understanding of the supply and demand, you're going to leave money on the table and price too low. The other part of it, though, there are a few more things that have to happen to be able to get the number, get the price, and then get it closed, get it sold so the money's actually in the bank. A couple things. You have to have great, phenomenal marketing. You can't just use a picture from your cell phone, even though the cell phones are getting pretty good. You've got to have a professional who knows how to edit. And you can't just get a good professional. You need to get the best professional photographer. I've got him. He comes from Destin. You got to have a professional videographer. You have to have the drone stuff. You have to understand once you package all that up and write great marketing copy, you have to be able to distribute that. Distributing isn't just putting it on the MLS system. The MLS is important, but it's not the only place that you can see it. One Facebook buy and sell group is not everybody who may want to buy this. One condo association, owners group, one agent or two agents, that's not the biggest net. The biggest net is all of that, where you can reach literally tens of thousands of people with your message. So MLS, all the websites that propagates to, social media marketing, email marketing, ads on all those platforms where you're spending money to advertise and target. Social media and YouTube, especially, we're making major investment in that this year. I'm not naturally a social media guy. I'm 49. I'm a little older. But we're participating heavily in that because we can get our message out so much faster. So if you're following our story, watching our posts, you're seeing units before they come to the market. You're seeing about price jumps that are happening so fast. And again, all this is very likely to settle down at least a little bit going into about May, end of May, because we sell fewer condos in the summertime. It's hard to show anything. There's already so few condos to show anyway. We have less sales volume, so that you would think that the pricing is going to kind of settle down in that period of time. And then who knows what the world looks like, what the economy looks like in August, September, October, when buyers kind of trickle back to the market. And those buyers usually aren't as motivated as the ones right now. So food for thought on pricing. And this can help if you're watching this and you're still watching this part of it and you know anybody even in other parts of the country who are selling. make sure they're dealing with an agent who understands what's really possible, because this is happening all over the place. I've heard a story from someone in Atlanta the other day of 151 offers on a property. The agent mispriced it if you had 151 offers on a property. I heard a story last week of a property on 38 that went for $250,000 over the asking price. That agent, an experienced agent, who probably thought he was pricing aggressively. We're all I've done this for 19 years. We're all underestimating the demand in this market. It's intense. It's hard. So make sure you're working with an agent who understands that. Make sure you're working with an agent who, great marketing, phenomenal marketing, who can reach tens of thousands of people matters. Saying it to one agent or saying you have something for sale in one Facebook group or something will get you offers, no doubt. Will it get you the highest one? I would contend to probably not. Getting into a bidding war and multiple offer situations is happening so frequently, and you only do that by casting the wide net. And then the final key, probably the most important part of all of it, is if you can do all those things, you have to be able to write and agree to the paperwork in an agreement that ensures that actually will close at that price. You can't agree someone to pay $100,000 over something and say it's contingent on financing, because the appraisal will come in too low. You have to be creative with putting agreements together that will make sure buyers are closing. And we're doing that. It's happening in the market. So if you can do all those things, you can set records. We're continuing to set records. The conversation I'm going to have on Saturday, the video I'm going to shoot next Monday, we're having conversations pushing pricing from where we were pushing last week. It's that intense right now. Again, markets like this can change on a dime. Things are happening in the world that could affect this stuff pretty dramatically. So if you're thinking of selling, don't wait till the summer. It's not always ideal in the summer. It's hard to get buyers engaged. Generally, owners aren't putting their stuff up for sale anyway in the summer because it's so rented. If you're a non-rental, it actually works in your favor. So anyway, food for thought. Last point, we're doing a lot of this stuff on social media and YouTube now. I'm not naturally a social media guy, but we're doing so much more of that because we can get our message out faster. A couple weeks ago, I personally wrote 13 contracts that total like $13 million. I can't, there's a lot of good stories to tell about what we learned in negotiating those and closing those that we want to share with people. And I just don't want to pound people with email. So if you want to hear some of that stuff, check it out on social. Check out the YouTube channel. That's where we're going to put a lot of our property tours up as we do them. We have a major investment in video this year to make sure that we're having really great marketing so the people we're working with can get the highest prices, get the biggest exposure, that kind of thing. So if you're still watching, thanks for watching. Again, I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. We'll see you next month.